what I have here is 12 pieces of, I think I measured them 6 by 9. And as you can see, I've already got pins in the edges where I'm going to sew. And once I get each of those sewn together, then we're going to start with the quilting process. Let's get started. Now I've got my 4 pieces, and what I'm going to do is just sew this next to that. So I've got my first ribbon. I don't know. I don't quilt, so I don't know the terminology. So after I get all 3 rows done like this, then we'll sew each of them together to make that full panel of quilt. There are my 3 rows of 4 pieces in each row. And now what I'm going to do is sew along here to make that block, the complete blanket. Once I've got that done, then I'm going to take it to a piece of fabric and cut out that size, because I didn't know how big it was going to be once I got done. So instead of cutting it too short, I thought I'd wait, because this is my first time I've ever quilted anything. And quilting with fleece is probably a little bit different because of the fact that the fabric stretches so much. So let me go ahead and get these lines or these pieces sewn together. I added another side because, as I kind of thought, my thought process, that's why I didn't cut the back side, is because I thought it might be a little bit too short width-wise. So now it's measuring, I think, 18 this way, 22 this way. But obviously when we sew the back on, we're going to allow for seam allowance, and it'll probably end up being around 17 by 21, which I think is a good size. So far it's pretty cute. So I'm going to go cut it back, and I'll be back here and we'll sew the 2 pieces together and then flip them right side out. I found this piece of green, and I think that is going to work beautifully. So I'll just pull all this up here. Right now what I'm doing is I'm just going ahead and putting some pins in just so that it stays in place while I'm moving it around, sewing it. The ferrets are going to like it. Okay, so there it is. Well, it's kind of hard to see, but there it is. And then I'm going to take this to the sewing machine and I'll be right back. got it all sewn together and turned inside out. Looks pretty cute. And then this is the opening where I turned it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck everything in here. And if I can find my clips. I'm going to go ahead and clip that closed. And then what we're going to do is we're going to sew all the way around with a top stitch just to kind of keep everything in place, intact, so it doesn't shift. As you can see, I did the top stitching all the way around. And it looks pretty cute. I'm pretty happy. What did I learn from this? Well, I should probably make the squares more square instead of rectangle, but I kind of liked it like this. And then when I was cutting the excess fabric on the other side before I turned it, I think I need to cut it a little bit more because it was kind of hindering my stitches and pushing the needle or pushing the project over too far, so it wasn't giving me a straight line. So since this is my first attempt, I think it turned out pretty good. I'm pretty proud of it. Tell me what you think in the comments. These are going to be for the rescue associations, and I've got so much fabric that is just, excuse me, little pieces. I'm going to get to cutting some more pieces out and get them sewn together, and I might just post those just to show you how many of them I made. So you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.